Hello, hello. Welcome to today's episode of Storytime in the Forest. I am here in the forest and it's a beautiful day. It's a little bit breezy. I hear the birds chirping. It feels very nice to be here in the fresh air. I have a little friend with me today that wants to pop in for this story time to listen. He's very excited to hear the story. I'm gonna set him over here and he's going to listen right along with you to the story that I have to share. And it's called The Secret Life of Squirrels. And there have been some squirrels running around here. Maybe if we're lucky enough, we'll see one run past. But I have a feeling since I'm reading this story, they might play elsewhere. But maybe they'll come and join. Never know. But we're gonna hear a little bit about the squirrels in this book. Are you ready? Just admiring the cover. It's a squirrel. What is he doing? Mailing a letter? Do squirrels do that in the forest? I think we're gonna see a lot of things that squirrels don't really typically do in the forest, because this is a silly book. Are you ready to get silly? So this book is written by, the author is named Nancy Rose. What a beautiful name. The Secret Life of Squirrels. Oh, here we have a friend. Mr. Peanuts is his name. Most squirrels spend their days gathering nuts and climbing trees. Not Mr. Peanuts. He is a rather unusual squirrel. Hi, Mr. Peanuts. Wanna wave hello? Let's see what Mr. Peanuts is up to. Mr. Peanuts enjoys activities such as cooking on his tiny grill. His hot dogs are delicious. Oh my goodness. Look at that tiny grill. Mr. Peanuts plays the piano beautifully. His favorite piece is Moonlight Sonata. Most squirrels would find that piece quite difficult to play, but then again, most squirrels don't play the piano. Have you seen a squirrel playing the piano? I think Mr. Peanuts is kind of unique. Mr. Peanuts likes to read. His favorite books are A Tale of Two Cities and Goodnight Nut. He especially likes to read out loud. You may have heard him chattering in your backyard. Have you ever heard a squirrel chattering away in your yard or somewhere near you? Maybe he was reading a story. Mr. Peanuts has a very busy and mostly happy life. But once in a while, he feels kind of lonely. Do you ever feel that way? Being a clever squirrel, Mr. Peanuts has an idea. He sits down and writes a letter using his very best penmanship. Dear Cousin Squirrel, please come for a visit. I promise you we'll have an excellent time. Sincerely, Mr. Peanuts. He mailed the letter the very next day. Then he waits and waits and waits some more. He checks his mailbox every day, hoping for a reply. One day, he finds that his letter is waiting for him. It reads, "Dear Mr. Peanut, my favorite cuz, thanks for the letter. It's been too long. Can't wait to see what you're up to these days. I'll be here soon. Cheers, Cousin Squirrel." Mr. Peanut smiles as he reads the tiny letter over and over. Then he gets right to work. He wants to make sure everything is perfect for his cousin to visit. You think he's excited for his visitor? I think so. Mr. Peanuts dusts and cleans. He even vacuums under the rug. He does laundry, chattering to himself as he works. He is the tidiest squirrel around, and certainly the only one with a washer and dryer. Mr. Peanuts makes up his cousin's bed just so, with the sheets tucked in tight. He wants him to have a good night's sleep. How thoughtful. He bakes his most delicious hazelnut cake. He tastes the batter just to be sure that it's sweet enough. Do you do that when you make treats? Taste the batter? Mr. Peanut takes a bath with his rubber ducky. A squirrel can never be too clean. Oh. Do you use bath toys? He even brushes his whiskers. Just look at that handsome squirrel in the mirror. Finally, Cousin Squirrel arrives. He is just in time for breakfast. Mr. Peanut and Cousin Squirrel both love pancakes. Later, the two squirrels go for a wagon ride. Mr. Peanut soon learns that two squirrels travel faster than one. Mr. Peanut teaches Cousin Squirrel how to play chess. Cousin Squirrel learns quickly. It is more fun to play chess with a friend, thinks Mr. Peanuts, even if you don't always win. They are playing chess. It is a beautiful day, so they pack a picnic. Cousin Squirrel takes his peanut butter sandwiches with an extra layer of crunchy peanuts. Mr. Peanuts has never thought to try that. It tastes scrumptious. What food would you bring on a picnic? That night, they build a campfire and scare each other with ghost stories, including the old haunted tree and the one-eyed owl. You can't tell yourself a ghost story, thinks Mr. Peanuts. You need a friend. The next day, they go out for ice cream. Mr. Peanuts has his usual scoop of peanut brittle. Cousin Squirrel tries the flavor of the month, buttery salted pecan. Mr. Peanuts and Cousin Squirrel are two rather unusual squirrels who have a wonderful time together. Having a friend makes everything twice as fun. The end. Thank you for joining me for story today. Hope you enjoyed it. I know this friend did. you have a beautiful day. Take care.